Can a 4-year-old climb a Mayan pyramid without giving his mother a heart attack? When our son was 4 years old, we visited Belize and went to see the Mayan ruins Lamane. The trip starts off with an hour-and-a-half boat ride through the jungle. On the way, our guide stops the boat to point out freshwater crocodiles and the many varieties of birds along the river. Then, as we enter the Lost River Lagoon, we see a structure peeking above the forest canopy. Mom, is that the pyramid? Mom, can I climb it? As we walk through the site with howler monkeys screeching in the trees, our guide shows us the temples, the ball court, and the crumbled ruins of living quarters. We see the jaguar mask created by placement of rocks and the sun god mask carved from limestone. However, these are not the tall pyramid we saw from the river. And Mom, can I climb the pyramid when we find it? Maybe we're lost. Then we emerge from the jungle, and there it is, a 12-story tall Mayan pyramid. Mom, is that the pyramid? Can we climb it now? As I look at the pyramid, it is steep, very steep, so steep that people are basically crawling up the steps. I am not a scary person, and I am all for me going to the top, but I'm not so sure it's the place for a 4-year-old. I look at my husband. What do you think? When will we ever have another chance to actually climb a pyramid, he says. And then he tells me, I'll stay down here and take pictures. My son and I start our climb, but as we make our way up the side, my husband is struck with the fear that we will fall backwards down the steps. So instead of staying on the ground taking pictures, he starts up behind us. We get to the top, turn, and we are in the middle of the treetops. This is cool, Mom. We are up so high. And then he sees another section, even higher, even steeper, and I'm not so sure it's a good idea. But we've come this far and decide to climb the rest of the way up. I am so glad we did. Here we are above the tree canopy and can see the river and miles beyond. This is breathtaking. We stay as long as we can, just taking in the scenery, but finally we have to go down. As uncomfortable as I was on the climb up, going down is unnerving. It is a long way down. Now I understand why they have a rope along the stairs, so people don't plunge to their death. I am panicking. We were crazy to let a 4-year-old climb up here. How is he going to get down? What were we thinking? I can never let my mother see these pictures or she will kill me. My son notices how worried I am, but believes I'm scared for myself. So every few steps he tells me, Mom, you're doing a great job. And, don't worry, Mom, just a little further. When we finally reach the ground, he gives me a big hug and says, I'm so proud of you, Mom. You did great. No, baby, I tell him. We all did great. Well, in the end, I did not have a heart attack, but my heart did skip a beat when on the trip back he told me, Tomorrow, Mom, let's go parasailing.